that brought our equity curve and position and ROI up to 55%. We're still in drawdown. If we look at the equity curve, you can see that at our highest point, and we were at about 65%. Guys, we were at 65% back in May. In May, we were at 65%, and now in June, we're only at 55%. How many of you would freak out if this happened to your live account? Yeah, this has been 2 months of trading. In 2 months, I lost 10%, but some of the months prior, I made 20% positive. I made 30% positive. This is how trading goes. Everybody's like, how much can you make per week trading? I have no idea. I don't know how anyone can know what they'll make in a week from trading. I can estimate what I'll make over 100 trades over about a little less than a year, 8 months or so. I can estimate what that'll be, but I can't estimate what's gonna happen in 1 month or 1 week, and nobody can. That's why it's so important for you to back test and for you to demo trade first so that you have the confidence to see it through whenever these drawdowns occur. Inevitably, we will come out of this eventually, okay? I know that for a fact. Inevitably, I will come out of this eventually. But if I'm not willing and able and disciplined enough to make it through this drawdown that we're experiencing right now, 2 months straight of losing money and losing 10% during that 2 months, I've worked hard. I've traded my ass off. We've had 20 trades, 30 trades, maybe even 40 trades in 2 months, and I'm losing money. I've stared at charts every fucking day trying to make money over these 2 months, and nothing's happened. I've lost money. This is the frustrations, the true frustrations of trading that other gurus and people that just want you to buy shit are not going to tell you. This is what the real part of trading is. And it's something you have to be able to deal with. And it's why you need the discipline to make it through this so that you can see this light at the end of the tunnel and this higher ROI at the end of the year. So with that said, guys, I'm gonna let you. So what you just saw was a clip from one of our EAP review videos. It was a rant I had at the end of a video we did back in July because we were in a massive drawdown. The results that you saw, the actual equity curve was based on the email alerts I send to premium clients each and every week. So what I'm gonna do in today's video is share with you the results of the rest of 2020, but the results are not that important. Everybody has the same result that they want to get to. You all and me, we all want to be profitable at the end of 12 months. The difference between someone that is profitable and the person that's not profitable is the journey in between. So I don't just want to share results with you today. I want to share with you the journey of a profitable trading account and what it actually looks like. It's not all Lamborghinis, fast cars, and the house that you've dreamed of with vacations every single week. That's not what profitable trading looks like. Everybody talks about how to win trades. Trading educators, me included, I'm guilty of this. Constantly we talk about how to win trades, but almost no one ever talks about how to handle losses. And so I want to share with you today the actual journey of a profitable trading year. That way you don't get lost on your journey in 2021 and you can accomplish your trading goals and get that result that you want at the end of the year. I don't know why I put small, your result should be huge, right? Oh, there's so many jokes I can make with that, but I won't do that. Instead, I'm gonna let the intro and disclaimer roll. While I do, make sure you're subscribed by clicking the red button down below the video to the right-hand side that says subscribe. Click the notification bell for me so that you are alerted next time we come out with a video. Click the like button if you think you will enjoy this video, and because why not? Does it hurt you? No. Does it help me? Who knows? That's what people say. I don't even know if it helps. Do it if you want to, and I'll see you on the other side of the intro and disclaimer. I can nearly guarantee that you're gonna fall under one of these three categories. So right now, if you're a losing trader, then I want you to know that that's okay because everyone starts that way, right? Every professional trader you see now started out as a losing trader. So if you're currently a losing trader, you're gonna fall under one of these three categories. And what I'm gonna do is tell you the problem, what problem you're having if you're in one of these three categories, and then the solution so you can learn how to fix it and learn how to go from where you are to accomplishing your trading goals in the future. And after that, we're going to take a look at our 2020 results with email analysis and the email alerts I sent out so you can see that journey during a profitable trading year. And I'll tell you whether or not we came out of that drawdown. But let's start out right now with losing trader number one. this is somewhere that I've been. Again, this is exactly how I started. I spent a year in this trap, and that is a trader that just hasn't tried hard enough. And you know who you are. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, if you don't have a written trading plan that you have tested in historic data and that is proven to be profitable, if you don't have a money management and risk management plan that keeps you from getting hyper emotional in your trades, then the reason you are failing at trading right now is because you don't deserve to be profitable yet. I know I'm not trying to be harsh, I promise, but you are going to reap the benefits of what you sow. If you put in work to create a full trading plan, to test that trading plan, spend hundreds of hours that it takes to become a professional trader, if you put in that work, then eventually you will get there. Every professional trader you see here on YouTube that's teaching you, the good ones at least, there's a few of them, the good ones put in that work. They put in the same amount of work that you will need to put in order to become profitable. So right now, your problem is if you're someone like that doesn't have a strategy that's rules-based and has proven to give an advantage over the market, if you're someone who's never backtested or hasn't backtested enough, if you're someone without a risk management plan, then you need to take these steps right now to improve your trading in 2021 and hopefully get the results you want by the end of 2021. The first thing you need to do is create a strategy that's rules-based, easy to follow, and proven to give an edge in historic data. The way you do that is a process called backtesting. You see the chart we're on right now? Literally, backtesting is nothing more than having that rules-based approach. A whole strategy that's rules-based, looking back in the past 100 trades on a currency pair and seeing on the pound dollar out of the past 100 times that my rules were met for my strategy, did it make money? If the answer is yes, then it's likely to make money again in the future. It's not a guarantee, but it's the only way we have to measure if a strategy is even likely to be profitable, because it hasn't made money in the past. Why the hell would we try to trade it in the future, right? So your first step is to create a strategy, backtest that strategy, and then create an applicable risk management plan for you so you're not hyper emotional when this strategy inevitably goes through drawdown. Now, once you accomplish those two goals, your job is to stay disciplined to that strategy as it's giving you a consistent advantage. As traders, what we're looking for is a statistic advantage. We are trading based on statistics, not emotion. We're not hoping and praying that we hit the buy button and the market goes sky high. We're placing trades because we have a 60% chance to win with a 1-to-1 reward to risk, or a 40% chance to win with a 2-to-1 reward to risk. However your strategy plays out, what you're trading based on is a statistic edge. So you have to find your statistic edge and then have a risk management plan that's applicable to you and then stay disciplined to it. That is your steps if you fall into category number 1 and you don't even have a trading plan yet. Category of trader that's losing money number 2. This is someone, I don't even have a name for it, but it's someone who actually has put in the work. You have a strategy. You may fall under this category right now. You have a rules-based strategy that you have tested and it has proven to be profitable in historic data, but you cannot stay disciplined. What I mean by that is you'll lose 3 trades in a row, then you won't take the 4th trade because you're scared it's going to lose too. Or you'll be moving your stop loss because you don't want to lose all that money that your stop loss is going to lose if it gets hit. Or you'll move your target down because you're like, oh, looks like the market's at resistance, right? It could stop here, so I'm just going to take off profits. That's the problem that you're having, right? You're not staying disciplined to the actual strategy. So now let's talk solution. Remember, this is number 2, guy number 2, girl number 2, that is losing money as a trader is someone who has a rules-based plan but can't follow it. They're not disciplined. You're having one of a couple of different problems. The first and most likely problem is that you are risking too much when you place trades. Your emotions are getting in the way of you accomplishing your goals because you're either risking too much or you haven't put in the proper work initially. And the way we figure that out is, first, what if you're risking too much? An easy way to figure this out is to stop trading live altogether. And by the way, forgot to mention this about guy number 1. If you're guy number 1 and you're risking live money, your first step is not creating a strategy. Your first step is to quit trading with real money because you're going to waste your money. The market's not here to give you money back. It's here to take your money. And unless you put up the proper defense and have risk management and a strategy to give you an edge, I guarantee that's exactly what the market will do, is take your money. So guy number 1, stop trading is the first thing you need to do. Guy number 2 if you want to see if your emotions are the reason that you can't stay disciplined, and if your risk management is the reason you can't stay disciplined, go back to demo trading. Same exact rules that you're using right now. Go back to demo trading and demo trade for the next 3 months and see if out of those 3 months, do you perform better without having any emotions attached because it's demo trading. If that's the case, then your problem is emotional. It's not your strategy that's not working. If that's the case, then that means you need to risk less per every time you place a trade. And if that doesn't work and you see that in demo trading it was failing as well, it's time to go back to the drawing board and see if your back testing results were correct. Every time you tested that strategy, was it properly tested, or were you making shit up as you went and you are the only one that knows the answer to that? So those are the 2 steps you need to take if you're currently trading a strategy that you have tested and that has proven to be profitable, but you can't stay disciplined to it. You need to work on your risk management and make sure that it's something you're comfortable with, so that when you go through a drawdown of 3 or 4 trades, you don't feel like switching strategies and you don't feel like giving up altogether or moving your stop or target or whatever it may be. You don't not trade the 4th trade. Or you need to go back to the drawing board and relook at your back testing data to make sure that everything was tested correctly and to make sure that this strategy you're trading is actually profitable and you weren't messing with the results as you went because you wanted it to be profitable. Okay, so that's trader number 2. Now the 3rd type of trader is a trader that your strategy was working in the past. You have been profitable before, but for some reason, your strategy no longer works in current market conditions. Now, first, let me tell you how to find out if that is your actual problem. The first thing you need to do, let's just do an example like here on the pound dollar. Here on the pound dollar, I may have tested 100 trades in 2018. And in 2018 and 2019, everything performed awesome and it made money. And then in 2020, let's say it didn't make money. The way you would see if this strategy is still applicable in current market conditions is go back the most recent 100 trades and test that. Out of that most recent 100 trades, did this strategy still prove to give an edge over the market, an edge over the pound dollar? If the answer is yes, then you need to make sure that your mistakes during this year were not emotional. If your answer is no, then wait, if your answer is yes, it still made money, then you need to look at your emotions. If your answer is no and it didn't make money over those 100 trades, it's time to either adapt your strategy or pick different currency pairs. It's one of the 2 things. You have to adapt the strategy for current market conditions, look at what the market's doing now, and maybe even create a brand new strategy. I did that in 2018. In 2018, the pullback strategy I teach in the EAP Training Program changed completely. And the reason it did that is because I saw market conditions changing based on looking at the previous 100 trades on all the pairs I trade. And I know what you're thinking, Steven, that sounds like a lot of freaking work. And here's the truth. It is. Being a professional trader, again, as I said earlier, is not about fancy cars, the house of your dreams, and going on a vacation every week. Being a professional trader actually takes hard work. It can provide a great lifestyle eventually once you have a large account and you're producing good returns, but that's not where most of us are. It's not where you're at right now. It's not even where I'm at, and I have a sizable account. I'm still having to put in tons of work. So for you, if that's the case, you need to look at those 100 trades, see if they were right or not. And the second thing you can do is also go back to demo trading. Kind of like trader number 2. Go back to demo trading and make sure it's not your emotions. Because maybe 2020 was a fucked up year, right? Maybe your emotions did get the best of you during some of these times when you were at home for 6 months quarantined. Like maybe emotions did come into play. So go demo for the next 3 months and see if you end up profitable. And maybe if you do, that means it was possibly emotions that were the problem and the strategy does still work. So those are the ways you handle that situation number 3 as a trader. Now, let's dive into the results of 2020 that we had in the EAP training program with the email alerts I send out to traders each and every week, and the inevitable question on all of your minds. It's probably not something you're even thinking about right now. The inevitable question on my mind was, will we get out of this drawdown? And the answer is, yes, we did. Let's go down to the equity curve. So the last time in the intro that you saw this equity curve, we were about right here. This was May to July, by the way. This was 2 months. So 2 months after those 2 months, guess what we did? Stayed in the same period of consolidation on the equity curve. The reason for this, maybe it's because 2020 was crazy. The reason is irrelevant. the action that I took because of it is the reason we were able to come out of this drawdown and end the year at a 69% return. And this is something that's not necessarily normal. A 3, maybe even 4 month drawdown is not normal for me, but it's something I'm ready to handle because in my back testing data, I saw this happen and I saw myself come out of it. So that's the reason I was able to continue trading, and I have a solid risk management plan. And you may be thinking a 69% return, or nearly 70, a 70% return is good. You may be thinking a 70% return is bad, but I have a really good risk management plan that kept me at a 10% drawdown, and I only on average traded twice a week throughout all of 2020. With that being the case, there are tons of traders that are staring at their computers all fucking day and don't make a dime. They lose money. So take it as you will, whether or not 70% is a good gain. I am completely fine with 70%. I think that is a very positive return over the course of a year. And the way we did that was by having the statistic edge. I want you to look at the spreadsheet because this is all the edge that you need to see. We had on average a 56% winning percentage throughout 2020. And on average, our risk to reward ratio, or reward to risk ratio, I'm trying to make myself do that because that is the correct way to pronounce it. It's reward to risk, not risk to reward. I don't know why I did that for so long. Dyslexic slightly, so that might be it. But here we have a 1.26 average reward to risk. This is setting myself up for a winning year. If I can consistently create a 56% winning rate and an average reward to risk of 1.2, 1.25, 1.26, by the end of the year, I will make money. And this is the statistic advantage you need to try to set yourself up with every year. And the way I got to this point was through the process of creating a trading plan. Remember what we talked about. If you're in the first category, don't have a plan yet, the only way I'm able to make returns like this, it's not because I was born an incredible trader. It's not because I was born knowing how to be profitable. The reason these results happened for me is because I have taken all the time necessary. I've spent tens of thousands of hours working on my trading, working on my craft. When you get to a point that you've spent tens of thousands of hours working on your craft, working on trading, guess what? You will more than likely be profitable. Unless you've put in some real shit work, you will more than likely be profitable. So this is a product of that situation. This is a product of thousands and thousands of hours of creating strategies, testing them to ensure that they're profitable, working on my risk management to make sure I'm comfortable with it, and then staying disciplined to all that is what creates positive returns at the end of the year. And that's what you need to make sure you're doing in 2021 if you want this to be your best trading year yet. With that said, guys, I'm going to end this video here. I'll have a couple more videos coming out at the beginning of 2021 talking a lot about building a trading plan, so look out for those. Make sure you are subscribed if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you click that like button if you're ready for some more advanced training. We are going to keep the holiday sale open until tomorrow, until New Year. So until New Year's Day at midnight, January 1st at midnight in 2021, you can still get the entirety of every course program that I've ever created for one extremely low cost. It's like $697 for everything, or 2 payments, maybe 3 payments of $297. Whatever. You can just click the link in the description labeled holiday sale and you will see that as soon as you click the link. With that said, I think that's all I got. I hope you guys have a great New Year's trade green through 2021 using these steps, and I'll talk to you in the next video. See you soon.